I've been coaching Daygame for around 3.5 years and met hundreds of Daygamers, and these are the top 10 mistakes I see them make all the time, plus the solutions to solve them. I'm Saint Robert and I'm a Daygame coach who has worked with guys from all over the world: USA, Canada, Australia, Hong Kong, Israel, all over Europe, UK, Switzerland, even in Mexico, you name it. I've been featured on Tom Torero podcast, James Tusk podcast and his YouTube channel, and worked with the largest Russian dating company. And after meeting and coaching so many Daygamers, I've put together a list of 10 mistakes I've seen the most. The weirdest thing, very often they don't even see those mistakes or think they're not a problem, but still aren't getting laid. If you're new to my YouTube channel and instead of long conversations about meditation, natural game and other nonsense, you prefer a very technical, step-by-step approach to teaching Daygame, then click subscribe. So 10 mistakes that could be keeping you from getting laid. First, weak Daygame stop, and this includes opening from the side, opening while the girl is coming towards you, or walking with the girl. Let's start with opening from the side. If you are in a city where Daygame is fairly easy and your game is really good, opening from a side or even tapping on the shoulder from the back might actually work. But if you're just starting out, or you are in a city where Daygame is tougher, don't do that. It will not get you the results you want. This is actually one of the ways I test out new Daygame cities. I'll start with a few opens from the side just by tapping on the shoulder, and if after a few opens I see I'm not getting good reactions, I will understand, oh, this is probably a little bit of a tougher Daygame city and I have to do a very strong London front stop. Opening while a girl is walking towards you, well, this might be fine in a beach game scenario where a girl is walking towards you on a beach. Do it if that's the case, but if you are in a city, then don't stop a girl while she's walking towards you, let her pass, and then do the London run around front stop. I don't know why it works better, but I've tested both versions for me and for my students, and the classical London Daygame stop just works better. And the worst thing you can do is walking with a girl for a few simple reasons. First reason is if you're not calibrated enough and you don't know how to read girls' reactions, whether she actually likes you or not, she might not want to talk to you and she might want you to fuck off. And she might be very uncomfortable when she doesn't know when you will leave and whether you will leave. She might feel threatened. A great example is a case that just happened in Playa del Carmen, where a girl actually filed a police report because a guy was walking with her while chatting her up and wouldn't fuck off when a girl wasn't interested and tell him to leave. And another reason is when you're stopping a girl who's walking somewhere, your frame is, we will stand here and we will have a nice conversation. Whereas her frame is, I'm on a rush, I gotta go, I ain't got no time. So if you walk with her, you're giving up your frame and stepping into her frame. Whereas if she chooses to give up wherever she's running towards and chooses to stop and chat to you, she's giving up her frame and staying in your frame. So how do you solve this? I recently posted a video called Daygame Stop Top 3 Beginner and Intermediate Mistakes. Watch that video. Second mistake, improvisation in the beginning of a set. When your brain has to think about how is my posture, how is my eye contact, how is my smile, how is my body language, am I speaking too fast, am I speaking too slow, what do I say next, oh, what's the next line, what do I notice about this girl? There are just too many things your brain has to think about, and it can't focus on all of them at once. It just doesn't have enough capacity. The solution is very simple. Use a copy-paste line, the same line in every set, starting from the high all the way until you deliver your stack. Yes, I know the goal of Daygame is to be able to improvise, to have these nice random conversations with girls. It's true, but it's not the way you learn. In the beginning, you use copy-paste lines, and then once you start getting results, you start dropping them slowly. I suggest using copy-paste lines until you get around 10 lays from Daygame. I've created a 5-part video series on how you can create a copy-paste sequence from your stop to your pre-opener, opener, and stacking. Just search for Destructured Natural on my YouTube channel. The third mistake, posture. I coached David several months ago in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, and he had a pretty decent understanding of Daygame already, but he was having pretty bad posture. He's a tall guy, he was leaning in all the time, you know the drill. And after fixing that, he started getting completely different results, and a few sets later ended up on a lovely eye date. Actually, it's really simple to fix. Just ask your wings to pay attention to your posture while you are in sets. Are your shoulders back? Is your back straight? what's happening, and they'll probably be able to point out your posture mistakes. Fourth mistake, mixing different material. Different models have different ideas and principles behind them, and different coaches explain things differently. So they don't always mix and match. I've seen my students start using random techniques they saw on YouTube from some other approach, from some other coach, and I see how they don't click what I teach, and it completely destroys all the good progress they made. The solution is simple: don't mix and match. Pick one approach, pick one model and follow that. Don't mix different materials. Mistake number 5, saying that you will open on your way to gym, on your way to work, on your way to university, or wherever else, that you will not do dedicated day game sessions. Well, you need to do at least 25 sets in a week to get good at day game. That's one thing. The second thing is the first set is usually pretty terrible while you're learning for the first 6 months maybe, and then first 3 to 5 sets are just getting you warmed up, and then starting around 5th set, you're starting to run good sets. So longer day game sessions actually get you more in a zone and make you perform way better. That being said, the better you get, the faster you'll get in the zone, and you can actually open on your way. The solution, while you are learning, go out and do dedicated day game sessions, do 10 sets in a session, and then once you get pretty good, once you have maybe 10 day game lays, you can start doing less sessions and more opens on your way if you want to do that. Mistake number 6, bad stacking. A lot of guys kinda understand what stacking is, but don't actually understand the principles behind it, and when they open girls, mostly what they get is thank you, maybe a weak response, and the girl walks off. Whereas if you learn good stacking, that's actually the thing that gets her to forget she's late for work, late for meeting her friends, or she has a boyfriend. The solution, watch a video, Day Game Stacking Advanced, on my YouTube channel, and I explain in depth what good stacking looks like. Mistake number 7, bad texting. Texting is a little bit trickier than most day gamers would like to believe, and if you've been following and listening to my podcast, then I did a podcast episode with Christian, and David has been on my podcast episode as well, and they both said that they were doing decent on the streets, but they were really struggling with converting those numbers to dates until they started following a structured approach to texting. Solution is simple. I've created 2 completely free courses on texting, Texting Basic and Texting Advanced. If you want to watch them and improve your texting, head over to daygamecourses.com. Mistake number 8, being afraid to show what they actually want and escalating. They are having nice conversations, not escalating verbally, not starting to talk about more interesting topics, not doing any more physical escalation than just checking out her accessories like earrings or I don't know, a watch she has, checking out her tattoos, but there is nothing that says this is meant to women. It's all kind of friendly, kind of going too slow, and this is especially bad in fast-paced cities like New York City, where girls will come out with you on one date, but if they see you don't have enough game to pull them home in one game, on one day they'll not come out on a second date with you. So you have to learn to overcome the fear and start talking about more interesting topics, start touching her, go for the kiss, go for the pull home, and all of those things. And solution, again, I've created 2 completely free courses on dating, Dating Basics and Dating Advanced, and those 2 are also available completely for free on daygamecourses.com. Mistake number 9, this is a weird one but a big one. They hear incredible stories, but they never really understand those stories could be part of their reality. Guys listen to my podcast and they hear these stories about me and my friends traveling and getting laid with these hotties and having threesomes and foursomes and crazy adventures and BDSM and whatever. They understand that those stories exist, but they never really believe that those things can happen to them. Solution isn't actually that simple. I can't make you believe those stories, but I do suggest listening to a few podcast episodes where guys new to day game are telling their crazy stories, and in specific that is episodes 45, 59 and 65 of St. Robert's Day Game Pickup Podcast. And mistake number 10, never actually taking real hardcore action. Guys who day game only on and off and go out mostly just on weekends and do maybe 5 or 10 sets and don't dedicate enough time for day game, and they hang out with wings just like that. Well, I've met plenty of people like that when traveling, and most of them unfortunately never succeed in day game. You're the average of 5 day gamers you hang around the most with. The solution is you have to go hardcore for 6 months. You can day game on and off for years and never really get there, or you can decide that, okay, I want to learn this, I want to improve my dating skills, and that's what I'm gonna do for the next 6 months. If you've been doing this on and off and you know you keep struggling, then well, get some help. What I sometimes do with students who keep struggling and want to become more dedicated, we do day game mentorships, which means we do a Skype coaching call every second week for 12 calls. So that's around 6 months. If you want to know more about coaching calls, just go to my website, strobert.blog, that is strobert.blog, and on the top menu, click on Learn Daygame. Well, this is it, guys. These were the 10 most common mistakes I've seen when traveling around the world and meeting hundreds of daygamers. And I have just one ask from you. If you solve some of the mistakes and you know, oh, I'm making those, then really try to fix them if you want to take your day game to the next level. So many guys are learning off and on, and they keep struggling for years but never make it. If you fix these mistakes, your day game will go to the next level. If you saw that you were making some of the mistakes, your wings are probably too. So think of a few wings who would benefit from watching this video and send this to them. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. All the courses, links, videos, and anything else I mentioned in this video are in the description below.